Pope Benedict XVI was greeted by President Bush on the first day of his visit to the U.S. He is the second Pope to ever visit the White House and the first one in 29 years. Several hundred Catholics from right here in Atlanta were given tickets to see the Pope as he makes his way from Washington, D.C. to New York City. The AA Synagogue here in Buckhead is the largest conservative congregation in Atlanta and one of the largest in the entire Southeast. Some people we spoke with say they remember a time when they could just pull up and fill up. But with gas prices well over $4 a gallon, some people say traveling for the holiday weekend, forget it. Just about every day you'll find former wrestler Lex Luger here at the Shepherd Center in Buckhead. That's because he's receiving physical therapy. But he says he's on another very important mission, spreading the word of God.
You know, when we allow God to do what he does best, he can turn anything that the people outwardly look like a tragedy. He will always turn into a triumph when you give him the time to do it.
Former professional wrestler Lex Luger is sitting in a wheelchair at the Shepherd Center, a catastrophic care hospital in Buckhead. He suffered a serious spinal injury last October that left him as a complete paraplegic for 8 weeks. He says his faith in God carries him through because it's much different than the life he used to live as an unstoppable athlete. And even though he's taking daily therapy trying to learn to walk and regain his functions, he says he's never felt stronger thanks to the love of God.
While I'm rehabbing and rehabilitating, God's doing amazing things restoratively I'm so thankful for where I'm at right now. If God stopped right now, and this was his purpose to be in the physical I'm right now, I'm so thankful to him.
Luger was a wrestling superstar performing for millions of fans all over the world. He was known as the Total Package, a chiseled 6'4", 270-pound professional wrestler who earned as much as $5 million a year during his wrestling days from 1986 to 2001. Lex Luger says he's happy he gave his life to Christ back in 2006. He now lives in Buckhead, and instead of being on fire in the wrestling ring, he says he's on fire for God.
The Lord leads my life now, moment in the moment, day by day, and he'll let me know how long I'm supposed to be here on a daily basis at Shepherd, and we're only here for but a blink of an eye to the Lord because we can't even comprehend eternities.
Luger's injury happened when he was on a cross-country flight last October. It started with a stiff neck and grew into intense pain that left him paralyzed on a hotel floor in California. He says he was unable to move or call for help, but felt the presence of God.
God is so good. And acknowledge him always and direct thy paths. And he put that right in my head at that time. I just knew. I completely chilled out, had a complete serenity and peace and comfort about me. I just knew that people want to know what goes on in situations like that, but God was right there in the room with me. And they had to bust the door down. Like 4 hours later, somebody knocked on the door. I knew someone coming eventually.
He was taken to Stanford University Hospital where doctors told him he had massive swelling of his spine. Doctors believe the damage was the result of years of injuries he suffered playing football and wrestling.
But the wrestling part of it is, and always will be. That was fun. I always treasure that. We're doing it live, and we're doing it physical, and we lay it out there for the fans because that relationship we have, and you want to entertain them and have the best match of the night. So we do it is not a desk job. The moves, the bumps, and the suplexes, and the injuries. Like at a pay-per-view, there was usually more injuries than I had during my professional football career.
The now 50-year-old Luger, whose real name is Lawrence Fold, was transferred to the Shepherd Center in mid-March and now spends his time reading the Bible, going to physical therapy, and ministering to others. He says he now weighs in at 185 and can no longer bench press 585 pounds like he once could. In fact, he can't even lift a 2-pound dumbbell. But he says he's filled with joy and loves to tell others about the love of God. He also enjoys lifting the spirits of other patients, and he works alongside the hospital's chaplain.
He comes to assist me in my ministry there on Sundays, and then greets the people, and they have their photos taken with them, and then he befriends them after that meeting as follow-ups. So he's quite an inspiration.
To see him leave here with hope and independence and a smile on their face so many times and tears of joy. It's an amazing experience to be here. And
doctors tell Luger it could be 2 years before he's able to recover. Lex Luger says he plans to continue to work hard to regain his physical strength, and he plans to continue to do the work of God. In Buckhead, Lisa Haynes, AIB News. The students here at the Ron Clark Academy are still filled with joy and excitement after recently returning from their trip to Washington, D.C. to witness the inauguration of President Barack Obama. The students were also given an opportunity to perform a special letter that they wrote to President Obama in the form of a song.
To spread peace, hope, and democracy, the time is now, bring our troops home.
The students here at Ron Clark Academy in Atlanta are singing their version of a letter they wrote to President Barack Obama. They were invited to Washington, D.C. to witness the inauguration of President Obama and were asked to perform the song 27 different times during various inaugural events. The students say the experience was life-changing.
This feels, first of all, fantastic to know that I have a voice in this nation and that we can become a part of history.
That was one of the most magical, the greatest thing that's probably ever happened in my lifetime, because I mean, first of all, having the first African-American president, I mean, that's just whoa right there. And then being a kid and being able to go to his inauguration, being in the atmosphere where he was, I mean, it's just, you can't even explain it in words. I mean, it's kind of just, you had to be there.
The inauguration, it was a wonderful feeling, because to know that we were there when our 44th president got elected, African-American president at that.
For the past couple of months, these students have received a ton of attention from all over the nation. It started back in the fall when they performed another song they wrote called You Can Vote However You Like, and a taping of it hit YouTube, receiving tens of thousands of hits.
We can vote however we like. I said we can vote however we like.
Well, the song started off as a classroom debate. We were, Mr. Clark would give us a topic and we would go back and forth debating on either the Republican or the Democratic side. So we all came together and said, wow, wouldn't it be cool to make this debate a song? So we all like put together different debates and different topics.
Now, Dear Obama, the new song we made, happened because Obama asked for children to write them letters on his site.
And writing a letter to Barack Obama is what they did. The letter talks about some of the issues they would like to see him focus on as the new president and compliments him as well.
The song was actually a letter to Barack Obama, because on his website he asks kids to write letters to him about what they want to see happen in our country. And so it's just a letter to Barack Obama telling him what we want to see in our country, about how he should control Al-Qaeda and help fight Ahmadinejad in Iran.
So just how do these 7th graders keep up with the serious issues on both a national and international level?
Because in global studies, taught by Mr. Clark himself, he teaches us all about world affairs, foreign affairs, and affairs right here in our own country.
Ron Clark, the founder and one of the teachers at the Ron Clark Academy, says he's very proud of his students and happy to see them receiving such positive attention from all over the nation. He says the attention that started with the hits on YouTube hasn't let up yet. And to top it all off, Oprah Winfrey just donated more than $300,000 to the school right around Christmas time. Ron Clark says he feels the overall mission of the school is teaching the students to be leaders.
Our mission here is faith-based in that we want to do good work. We want to make a difference in the lives of people. We do feel like we are called to be here and to make a difference in the lives of these children. And the main thing we teach them is that when you go through life, you should live your life in a way that you are helping other people, that you're making a difference, that you should use your talents and your skills to contribute to the community around you.
Our greatest hope is for Barack Obama to either come to the school or for us to go and meet him.
Every child, every family, everyone.
These students here at the Ron Clark Academy say this is something they will remember for the rest of their life. Lisa Haynes, AIB News.